Anytime I prescribe medication to a woman who might be pregnant or breastfeeding, without fail, I will get this question: is this medication safe for the baby? And largely I'd say, yes, it is. We don't prescribe anything that we know not to be safe in pregnancy or breastfeeding mums. The reason behind that question is often fear, curiosity, wanting to confirm, and it's very valid. As the person carrying the baby, feeding the baby, you need to be sure that what medication or whatever you're ingesting is safe for them, that it's not going to cause them harm. In this video, I want to fill you with the confidence about what medications would be safe while breastfeeding, what medications you should avoid, and when you need to ask your clinician more questions before you start taking that medication. I'm Romeo, an obstetrics and gynecology doctor. I'm also a mother of two who has breastfed in the past, and I really resonate with how being pregnant and breastfeeding can actually sometimes limit your choices of treatment for yourself, rightly, in order to protect the baby. And I want to make sure that you're feeling confident at the end of this video when you're taking medication, either when you're pregnant, but most specifically when you're breastfeeding. So it's not unusual for women to get conflicting advice about medication. And I think the most recent obvious one is the President of the United States claiming loudly for everyone to hear that paracetamol/Tylenol is not safe in pregnancy because it can increase the risk of ADHD and autism. And there have been many studies that disprove this claim. However, such a loud statement is hard to ignore. Similarly, during the pandemic, when there was a suggestion of drinking bleach, or you had all your WhatsApp aunties telling you to take turmeric or ginger or lemon in order to fight off the bug, there is so much noise that women are ingesting, telling them how to eat, drink, breathe, sleep during pregnancy and during the breastfeeding period. There's so much unsolicited advice. And I want to be able to clear that up for you in this video with what is medical advice and what is not. I remember was in a mum and baby group after my first baby. There was a woman in the group who unfortunately had quite a rough time during her pregnancy, her delivery, and required some tablets that managed her blood pressure. She then unfortunately was unable to breastfeed. And in her head, she had linked the inability to have sufficient milk to this medication and said the medication in fact had stopped her from breastfeeding. And that's not technically true. What most likely is true is that if she had long periods with which she was separated from the baby, not pumping, not having skin to skin, not encouraging feed, then that in itself could contribute to a reduced milk supply and therefore the baby not breastfeeding. So if anyone were to hear that story and then be offered the same drug, there would be concern and say, actually, I know someone that X has happened to, I don't want to take it, I don't think it's safe. So there's always caveats to stories that you hear from people about medication and breastfeeding. Before I dive into the video further, I'm going to link a website down below that is actually a really good resource with which you can put medication that you might be prescribed, that you might want to get over the counter, and it will give you the evidence around whether or not that medication is safe for you. And it's called Bumps, and I will link it in the description of this video for you to go and check out for yourself, because I think it's really important that you have the information that you need in order to move forward. So ultimately, being told that all medication is safe in breastfeeding is incorrect, but also telling you to avoid all medication is incorrect. And the idea that you need to stop breastfeeding if you need a certain type of medication, I think is also incorrect and harmful. And conversations around breastfeeding, medication that you're taking should really be made with your clinician as your point of reference. And then that could be supplemented with a lactation consultant or with a breastfeeding nurse or something like that. But don't forsake medication that you should be taking in order to preserve breastfeeding, because there may well be a different alternative for you. And I see this again in women who have long-standing mental health issues. If you've had depression or anxiety and you're taking antidepressants, you get pregnant. Some women will, off their own bat, just stop their medication. Some women will go to a doctor who's not quite comfortable dealing with pregnant women who would say stop the medication. But actually, that's the time that you need it the most. During the pregnancy, during the postpartum period, even when you're breastfeeding, that's the time that you need the medication the most to support your mental health. And if you are going to stop the medication, then having a reasonable, suitable, proven alternative like talking therapies, cognitive behavioral therapies is really important as well. And you can only really do that, I think, in the context of discussing everything with your clinician. So to answer three big questions before we move on, does medication you take end up in your breast milk? The answer is yes, to certain degrees. How much transfers into breast milk? is often quite hard to quantify unless studies have been done. And oftentimes where medication have really big particles in which they're broken down into, that might prevent transfer into breast milk. But if they're broken down into quite small particles that they can easily diffuse across, then they might have an oversupply within the breast milk. And depending on the drug itself will determine if this is safe or completely risky for the baby. And there'll be things that have grey areas, and it will be up to the discretion of the woman and in conversation with a clinician whether or not they're willing to take that risk or the risk of the unknown. It will also depend on the dose of the medication. If you have a high dose, what you'll expect is that the amount of that medication within your blood is also high, and that may well transfer across to the breast tissue. And then again, thinking about where is your baby in life, whether or not they're a complete newborn, 6 months old, 12 months old, 2 years old, is the medication at risk to them at that point of their development or not? So it's going to be quite hard to go through all the drugs that one might take in a postpartum period. But I think it's actually quite useful to go through things that are commonly prescribed. So things that are commonly prescribed would be considered as safe. So someone who has delivered, had a baby, you might expect that they have issues with pain. So pain relief that can be prescribed quite safely is like paracetamol, ibuprofen. Even though it might be seen in milk, it will be in low amounts, and it's also medication that you would give to a baby if they were in pain, definitely from 8 weeks old. The use of those medications would not be something that would be prohibited. If you think about things like stronger painkillers like opiates, morphine or codeine, be advised that might be associated with some drowsiness in the baby or might make the baby sleepy, as it would for a person who was taking it themselves. So there might be caution around that. Having said that, again, is also quite generally safe to be used whilst breastfeeding. Then things that happen quite commonly, I've got a video on an infection in the wound and things that happen postpartum, but having infections. So if you say had an infection in the wound, in the bladder, in the breast tissue, the antibiotics that you would use to treat those are generally safe. So things like a penicillin-based antibiotic would be safe. There is one specific antibiotic that would be used to treat a urine infection that is avoided from the 3rd trimester and also in women that are breastfeeding. It's called nitrofurantoin, and the idea is that should be avoided where possible in newborns and in the 3rd trimester, because that can be dangerous to the baby and how they produce their own red cells. Antidepressants are generally safe, especially if it's something that you've been using through the pregnancy. And also when you're breastfeeding, the idea is that you need it. And in order for you to be happy and healthy, therefore it is encouraged that you use it. And it's genuinely considered safe. I think with certain types of antidepressants called SSRIs, when prescribing it in practice, letting women know that there is a risk that the baby might withdraw from the medication if they've been exposed to it in the uterus, and then they have absolutely none of it afterwards. But the idea behind that is actually if you are breastfeeding, they will still have tiny amounts and it might reduce the effect of those withdrawal symptoms. So again, generally considered safe. And there'll be things that you should avoid. I've mentioned one antibiotic already. Drugs like radioactive medication or chemotherapy that would just be a complete no-no. And actually if it was needed for your health, then it might then be suggested that breastfeeding might not be suitable for the mother. But again, these are things that when it gets to those minutiae details that you should discuss with your clinician, because they may be able to support you in breastfeeding if that's what you truly wanted, or increasingly we're having evidence about breastfeeding safe, pregnancy safe medication that can be an alternative. And so the BUMPS website that I've provided for this video in the description, I genuinely recommend that if you are starting any medication that you should check on there. I remember with my first baby, I had a fungal rash actually all over my skin. And because I was breastfeeding, I couldn't have a tablet antifungal. So I was given a cream antifungal instead. But putting that type of information into that BUMPS website, you'd also see the breakdown. You'd also be able to appreciate some of the evidence. Is there any medication that you have been prescribed or given whilst you were breastfeeding that you were concerned about? Put it in the chat below, but also check on the website and see if that changed your opinion of taking the drug itself. One of the biggest things that mums make is that you just automatically abandon breastfeeding because you've been given medication, or you automatically abandon the medication because you desire to breastfeed. And there is grey, there is middle ground, and actually having that conversation with your clinician, doing your own research as well can help you to do both, keeping you safe, because ultimately, especially when it comes to psychological health, I think that once the mum is healthy, happy and safe, then the baby will be. So even conditions like epilepsy, where we know that there are some types of epileptic drugs that are really dangerous in pregnancy, and you then get switched on to alternative to control the seizures. Once your baby's here and you're breastfeeding, what you definitely want to do at that point is take your medication, because seizures were dangerous when you're pregnant, but they're also dangerous when you're caring for a newborn. So things that you can do to reduce your seizure activity: sleep well, have support, don't be left alone with the baby in the bath, like things like that, as well as taking your medication, are really important, and being supported by your clinicians, by your social network, to really be empowered in that season of life so that you can do both, but do both safely. So the question that I get asked a lot, is this safe for baby? And it is a question that you should ask any clinician that's prescribing you medication, not because they don't already know that it's safe, because it will give you the reassurance that it's safe. And if you're not satisfied with the answer, ask somebody else, get a second opinion. So as much as I'm used to the question, and I reiterate that what we prescribe is known to be safe in pregnancy and breastfeeding, this is something that you should ask, because you might not always be dealing with an obstetrician or a gynecologist. You might be seeing someone who's from a different specialty, and actually they're not familiar with what is safe or unsafe in breastfeeding. So definitely ask the question. And make sure that you're using safe resources like the one I've mentioned in this video, and I will link down below. So in most cases, it is safe to take medication when breastfeeding. There are some situations where it's not safe, and that I think needs to be dealt with in really careful consideration with your clinician, but also making sure that you are aware of the resources available to you and that you are operating in knowledge. And what you need to do is, you don't really need to choose between your health and the baby's health. There is a lot in between. And breastfeeding is a time of joy, but also can be a time of pain. And I've got a video on pain in breastfeeding, mastitis, infections, and how that can affect your breastfeeding experience. And actually, just to caveat that even if you have mastitis with antibiotics, that you would still be encouraged to breastfeed, even from the infected breast, and that would be safe for the baby. So why don't you go and watch that video after this one? And if you are someone who is going through the transition of pregnancy and postpartum, this channel's for you, because we're discussing how it affects your life physically, socially, and mentally, and taking care of the whole version of you. So subscribe to this channel and join me along for the ride. Until next time.